You know, the last 25 years have been an absolute whirlwind of innovation. I mean, we went from flip phones to having these super powerful AIs right in our pockets. So what happens when we try to look forward another 25 years, to 2050? The predictions, well, they might sound a bit like science fiction, but they're way closer than you think.
Seriously, just think about it for a second. If we saw that much change since the year 2000, the period we're about to live through could be even more insane. The innovations coming up on the horizon aren't just little updates. We're talking about fundamental, ground-level shifts in how we live, how we think, and maybe even how we exist.
And look, this isn't just us pulling ideas out of thin air. We're looking at predictions that are totally grounded in today's cutting-edge research, coming from 5 leading experts in their fields. They've basically mapped out a future that's being built right now, in labs as we speak.
So, here's how we're going to break this down. We're going to explore these 5 massive revolutions, but we're going to do it in order of impact. We'll start small, right in our own homes, then we'll move into our own minds. Then we're going to blast off into space, bring it back to the planet itself, and finally, we'll talk about a technology that could power literally everything, everywhere.
Okay, first up, let's start at the most personal level imaginable. Forget your smart speakers, forget the robot vacuums. We're talking about a helper that can actually navigate your entire home and maybe even anticipate what you need before you do.
Right now, I'm sure you've seen those videos of humanoid robots stumbling around in labs. As our expert Brendan Englot puts it, they're quite humorous. But by 2050, he predicts they're going to transform into absolutely essential assistants, especially for providing in-home care. Think about it, helping the elderly and people with disabilities live with way more independence and dignity.
But why make them look like us? Well, the simple answer is that our world is built for the human body, right? Stairs, doorknobs, cabinets. A humanoid robot is just the most practical design to get around. And beyond that, they can offer companionship. They can even enable something called telepresence, where a robot embodying a loved one could actually be there to help care for you, even if they're thousands of miles away.
Okay, so from revolutionizing our physical world, let's get a little more internal. Now we turn to our inner world, the mind itself. The next big leap forward could be connecting our thoughts directly to the technology around us.
So brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs, they exist today, but they're often really invasive, or you have to wear these clunky skull caps with a bunch of wires. For this tech to reach billions of people, 2 huge things have to happen. First, the hardware needs to become as simple and non-invasive as, say, putting in a pair of earbuds. And second, and this is the massive software challenge, we have to teach an AI to speak the incredibly complex language of the human brain.
The scale of this vision is kind of staggering. Carnegie Mellon's Ben Hay predicts that BCIs will one day be as common as our smartphones are today. Just imagine, you think about your morning coffee and the machine just starts brewing, or you compose and send a message to a friend entirely inside your head. That's the kind of seamless world this technology promises.
Okay, from the intimate space of our own minds, let's expand our view dramatically, like all the way out into the cosmos. You know, the biggest roadblock to us becoming a truly spacefaring species has always been cost. It's just so expensive. As expert Karen Panetta points out, a huge chunk of any mission's budget is just the fuel you need to escape Earth's gravity and haul all that heavy material into orbit.
So what if we didn't have to bring everything with us? The solution is to use autonomous robots to mine resources from places like the moon or asteroids, and then 3D print space stations, equipment, even entire ships, right there in space.
This creates this incredible ripple effect. Not only does it make deep space exploration way more feasible and open the door to things like commercial space hotels, but the technology we develop for space almost always finds a way to benefit us back here. For instance, a super precise laser that NASA created for space directly led to the medical lasers that help burn victims recover faster today. Pretty cool, right?
All right, let's bring our focus back home to Earth. The next revolution is one with absolutely incredible promise, but also significant peril. We're talking about the ability to control the weather.
Futurist Amy Webb predicts that by 2050, we'll have the tech to control local microclimates. Imagine a vineyard guaranteeing a perfect growing season every single year, or a ski resort summoning a blizzard on demand. The benefit could be huge, like stabilizing our global food supply. The risk, though? It's enormous. We have absolutely no idea what changing the weather in one place will do to a neighboring country or to the planet's climate as a whole.
And now for our final and maybe the most profound revolution, a technology that could solve some of humanity's biggest, most existential challenges by unlocking a new source of power for every single person.
For decades, nuclear fusion has kind of been the ultimate boy who cried wolf of energy tech. It's always just 20 years away. But something fundamental just changed. In 2022, scientists finally did it. They achieved net energy gain. For the first time in history, they got more power out of a fusion reaction than they put in. That single breakthrough changed everything. The question is no longer, is it possible? It's now, how fast can we build it?
Scaling this technology would unlock a clean, nearly limitless source of energy. No carbon emissions, no long-lived radioactive waste. It could power the massive data centers that AI needs to run, and it could solve previously impossible problems, like turning salt water into fresh water on a massive scale for millions of people.
The expert we spoke to, Mike Bechtel, he put the stakes perfectly. He said, we often compare AI to the discovery of electricity, a powerful, society-altering force. But fusion, he says, would be like the discovery of fire. It's that fundamental. It changes everything.
So there you have it. 5 revolutions that are poised to completely reshape our world. From personal assistants in our homes and interfaces in our minds, to factories in orbit, control over our own weather, and a new sun harnessed right here on Earth. The next quarter century is going to be an incredible ride.
The only real question left is, which of these profound changes do you think will arrive first? And how are they going to reshape the world that we all know? It's a future that's being built as we speak, right now.